Hey guys, have you ever heard the phrase, a goal without a plan is just a wish? Odds are, not only have you heard this, but you have in one way or another experienced this. Here's a nutrition coach confession. I struggled with my nutrition, and the reason is not because I didn't know what to do, but because I failed to plan ahead. Hi, I'm Coach Arla from CrossFit Functions Nutrition Program. Welcome to our nutrition talk where we will discuss 5 easy steps to meal prepping like a pro. Or in other words, 5 easy steps to turn that wish into a goal with the right plan. Here at CrossFit Function, we believe something as fundamental as nutrition should not be complicated. As nutrition is the foundation to everything we do, the foundation to our nutrition is having a great plan. Our nutrition program has helped thousands of people around North America take control of their health. Here's a couple of their incredible success stories. For many of these individuals, their journeys started with a crucial foundational habit. You guessed it, meal prepping. We know that while this is simple, it is far from easy. But just like these successful people, you will find your foundation one step at a time. Let's circle back to my confession. As I stated, I knew the right foods to eat, but I wasn't always making it easy for me to make the right choices. Have you ever had a long day at work or you're out running errands and the last thing you want to do is figure out what to cook for dinner? Have you ever gotten home to realize that you didn't remember to pull out the meat in the morning and you have nothing to cook? Have you ever just skipped out on making a vegetable to save some time and one less thing to chop? I've been there. This can lead to an easy mindset shift of, let me just order in some food, or I'll just eat this bag of chips instead, or hey, you know what, those cookies staring at me in the pantry or that frozen pizza I know I bought somewhere when I was hungry will do just fine today. If you've been there, then this nutrition talk is for you. Meal prepping for success is a must for our health and our wellness goals. In fact, a study published in the International Journal of Behavioral Nutrition and Physical Activity back in 2017 found that meal planning is associated with some really great benefits, such as having a higher overall food variety and quality. More specifically, it was associated with lower odds of being overweight and obese for women and being obese for men. So let's go. Step 1, we'll pick 3 staple recipes that look good to you. Step 1 requires a little bit of research, and this is the fun part. This is where you can really get your family involved as well. Imagine if you had planned for and prepped 1 breakfast, 2 meals with a focus on protein, and 1 starchy side dish. Not only do you have some tasty food to look forward to, but it'll be easier on those busy days when you just don't have enough energy to plan out a full meal. Front-loading some work will make your future self very happy. If you aren't sure where to start, check out our amazing recipes on our website. They're already broken down for you into categories. So let's look at some of a few of our favorite ones. Amish oatmeal. It's so easy to make and it's a fan favorite. Add your favorite nuts or seeds, fruits, and add some milk and enjoy. If you love eggs, I suggest trying the egg muffins. They're a great go-to breakfast for those very rushed mornings and a great place to add some veggies when you're having trouble trying to fit them in. And who says you can't enjoy sweets and still eat healthy? If you are a fellow chocolate lover, you just have to try these double chocolate overnight oats. The yogurt gives it a smooth consistency that you don't normally expect from oatmeal, and it just tastes amazing. Next, we want to choose 2 proteins. Let's face it, protein is always the biggest barrier when it comes to mealtime. Why? Well, it takes the longest to cook, add extra effort for defrosting time, and then you forget about it. Having proteins already pre-chosen make it just easier to find the right choices. What if healthy options became just as convenient as those processed foods or those fast food places? Try the pulled chicken by throwing it in a crock pot in the morning and it's ready for dinner. Or check out our easy meatloaf muffins that are great for lunch and packed full of protein and vegetables. Lastly, that starchy side dish. This tends to be the favorite part of the meal. Some of the go-tos are sweet potatoes, brown rice, quinoa, and whole grain pastas. As you start to pick out your recipes, remember to take inventory of the tools you already have. One mistake we see is not being efficient with your time because you're constantly waiting for one dish to finish before the next one starts. For example, if you only have 1 crock pot, you won't pick out 2 crock pot meals to make. Imagine if you had the crock pot chicken going and the egg muffins or the Amish oatmeal in the oven. One dish on the stove like the egg roll in a bowl. The overnight oats are in the fridge. Not only will you have a full fridge of meals for the week, but you have done that all in the same time to make it effective and efficient rather than taking all day to prep. Our top favorite tools in the kitchen include mixing bowls, crock pot, an air fryer, muffin tin, and roasting pans. But that does not mean you need to have them. Step 2 is planning our staples. That's our snacks and our veggies. Once you have a few recipes made, we can pair these veggie staples for a complete meal. Maybe you're a big fan of roasted broccoli at dinner, or maybe some carrots with bell peppers and hummus at lunch. These pair beautifully with meatloaf muffins, whether it's a dinner or a lunchtime meal. Balanced and healthy snacks are easy to forget about as we mindlessly grab processed snacks in the pantry. Instead, plan out some fruits like apples and bananas with your favorite nut or seed butter, or maybe just some grapes with a few almonds on the side. Again, having these options already easy to grab will help you choose them more often and get those healthy food options into your diet throughout your day. Have a busy day on the go? Be sure to have snacks ready for that. A few great examples for that are Greek yogurts, RX bars, turkey jerky, some fruit, deli meat rolled up with avocado and bell peppers. We should treat our snacks like little mini meals, meaning that they should be balanced with a healthy carb, healthy fat, and a protein source. Step number 3, do an inventory in your pantry and your refrigerator. Have you ever gotten excited about a meal and then realized that you're missing one ingredient? Or worse, have you ever just gotten home from shopping to find that you forgot the one thing that you went there to get in the first place? This can be ridiculously frustrating and cause us to lose our motivation and choose more convenient, more processed foods. One easy way to avoid this is by doing an inventory of what you have and what you will need for the week, using those staples you've already picked out from your pantry. Once you have this, create a grocery list. A grocery list is something that is often overlooked, especially if we get into the routine of buying the same things every time. This may lead to overstocking on something that you then end up just throwing out. Taking the time to plan first before you shop will help you stay focused and ensure that you're buying what you need. It's also a great way to keep your checkbook balanced. A great way to write a list is by writing out your proteins, your veggies, fruits, starchy carbs, as well as those miscellaneous things like those to-go-to snacks. Grocery shopping. This seems like an obvious next step, but now we are fully ready to hit the aisle with our list in hand. First pro tip, stick to your list. Second tip, don't go shopping while you're hungry. Way too many chip bags and cookies have been bought on an empty stomach. To stay focused on your list, try to stick to the perimeter of the store. This is often where you can find your lean meats, your other whole foods such as fruits, veggies, and dairy. Before you add it to your cart, be sure to take a look at the nutrition label though. Here is a common mistake. Not looking at the label to make it an informed choice. Have you ever wondered why certain foods or snacks have that packaging placing in the store and certain health claims? Because there are people that make a whole lot of money to create eye-catching products that encourage you to buy them. This has to do with the colors, the placings, and just about everything else about the product, and we don't even realize it. This gets even worse with the confusing health claims that may persuade you to add it to your shopping cart. Here's a great example you see on a product that says reduced sugar. At first, this may seem like a healthy choice because it has reduced sugar, but this claim is just saying it has 25% less sugar than the original. If this is a strawberry Pop-Tart, the original has 30 grams of sugar per package, meaning the reduced sugar would have 23 grams of sugar. The recommended amount of sugar per day is 24 grams for women and no more than 36 grams for men. So one Pop-Tart is nearly a full day's worth of sugar, even though it sounds healthier with the reduced sugar quotes. So how do we read a nutrition label? This is a great question, and it can look a little more confusing than it is. First, we look at the serving information. All the following information is based on that one serving size. Did you know that a serving of ice cream is only about a half a cup? Not the entire pint, sorry. Let's go back to understanding proper portions as step one. Next, we should look at how many calories that serving has. This is going to tell you how much energy you will get from the food because calories are just providing energy to your body. They're not good or bad. Next, we want to look at the details, starting with the saturated fats, sodium, and added sugars. We want to find products that are minimally processed, which will be lower in all three of those. You'll also find micronutrients like vitamin D, calcium, iron, and things like that. Look at the daily percentage value. This is the percentage of the daily value for each nutrient in the food. This will help you understand if a product is good for a certain micronutrient or if it is high in fat or another macronutrient. I will leave you with this pro tip regarding reading labels. When looking at the ingredient list, they are listed in an order of abundance. If corn syrup is the first or second ingredient, that means it has more sugar than anything else in it. Step 5, the actual meal prepping. How many times have you gotten all the food, but then it goes bad in the fridge? We've all done this maybe once or twice at some point, maybe more than we would like to admit. A great pro tip is block out time after you shop to actually prepare your meals. Once you get back home, block out an hour to bring everything in and just dive right in to making those meals and snacks that you've planned for the week. Get that crock pot ready for the pulled chicken. Get the oven started for those egg muffins and start rinsing and chopping those fruits and veggies to make them just as convenient as any processed pre-packaged snack. Remember from earlier, timing is everything. You wouldn't want to plan to make 2 crock pot meals if you only have 1 crock pot, right? So be sure to plan for foods that you can make all simultaneously to become your most efficient you. Here's an example. Start pulled chicken, 10 minutes of prep, 4 hours of cooking. Cut veggies for egg muffins and start the oven. Bake egg muffins for 25 minutes. While those are in the oven, you can get the stove heating to make the egg roll in a bowl, and that takes no more than 15 minutes. As everything is finishing up their cook times, go back and finish rinsing, chopping, and portioning out the fruits and veggies that you're going to need for the week. Make sure you place them front and center in the fridge to remind you and everyone else in the house to reach for those first. If you need variety throughout your week, find different sauces or seasonings to add, as well as different complementing sides to help you feel as though you are eating a variety of foods and flavors every day. For example, if I'm making pulled chicken in a crock pot, on Monday, I might add that to brown rice with roasted broccoli. Tuesday, I'll turn that into chicken taco or fajita. Wednesday, I might add this into a wrap, and Thursday, it might go into a soup or a casserole. This diagram here shows you how you can use ground turkey 5 different ways throughout the same week and create 5 different meals. We want you to feel excited about the foods that you're eating. Love your food while saving time, reducing food waste, and incorporating variety into your diet. At this point, if you got the handbook, you should be filled out and hopefully excited to try some meal prepping on your own. But if you didn't, that's okay. With all of this information out there, we know it can feel really overwhelming. So to start building your foundation, here are some principles that have helped so many people take control of their health one habit at a time. We want to add more whole foods into your diet. Start choosing whole food options and less processed foods packed with sodium, fat, and sugar. A simple way to start this is by reshaping your plate with the plate method. Fill your plate with half a plate of non-starchy vegetables, a quarter of a plate of lean protein, a quarter plate of starchy carbs, and be mindful of adding some healthy fats. Remember to add these components to your grocery list. We want to focus on balance. When we say balance, we mean, does every meal and every snack you're consuming throughout the day contain a carb, a protein, and a fat? Pairing each meal and snack with all 3 of these macronutrients will keep you full for longer. We want to limit the added sugar. Like we talked about earlier, the AHA recommends no more than 6 teaspoons for women and 9 for men on a daily basis. The average person in North America consumes over 150 pounds of sugar a year, which is equivalent to 46 teaspoons a day. It's not surprising though. Sugar is super addicting and feels hidden in almost every food product that you will find that comes in a package. What should I eat around my workouts? This is a big question. Fueling around your workouts, we want to make smart decisions. Fueling around your workouts helps you to gain muscle, lose fat, increase energy, and really any health and fitness goal is important. Aim to have healthy carbs and protein before and after your workout. If you don't put gas into your car, you wouldn't expect it to get anywhere. That's the same with running your body. If it's on empty, you're not going to get enough out of your workout. A great pre-workout fuel is some applesauce and an egg muffin. Post-workout fuel, great options are a non-fat Greek yogurt and some blueberries. What do I do if I don't like veggies? I've heard this a lot, especially from my kids. And maybe you feel the same way too. But I want to challenge you and ask, what if you just haven't found the right way you like them? If you've always have had vegetables sauteed or steamed, Try roasting them for a crunch rather than some mush. Try adding some flavor, seasoning flavor that you really enjoy and can get excited for. Even find some ways to sneak them into recipes and smoothies is an easy way to get more veggies in your diet in a day. Where do I start? This is a great question. And I want you to start with one thing at a time. Maybe it's something you already have in mind, or maybe it's one of those things we discussed already. But the best and the fastest way to reach our goals is to work one-on-one with a nutrition coach to build that individualized plan for you. Here's the deal. There is never a perfect time to start. There is always something that's going to come up and block your way. You have to make that commitment to yourself. It's simple, not easy, and we are here to help you. If you're thinking, this all sounds great, but I don't even know where to start, or I really just need someone to help me create a plan that's realistic for me and someone to keep me accountable, we would love to help you with that. Here at CrossFit Function, we focus on a habit-based approach to create an individualized plan just for you. We work together utilizing our many tools and resources to build your nutrition foundation to create a sustainable plan, along with our tools and our resources. We know how important support and accountability is when it comes to gaining our long-term goals, which is why we will be there every step of the way to help you tweak the plan. Here are a couple of quotes from some of our current members. Like I said earlier, our nutrition program has helped over 1,000 people across North America take control of their health. Here are just some of their incredible success stories. If you are looking to hear more about how this program can help change your life, tune into our 1% Better podcast with Coach Taryn and Coach Whitney. We are excited to announce that we have a nutrition coaching program and accountability program to help you gain your independence and to help you gain your goals. We're opening up 5 spots in our current rosters. Here is what it would look like. You would work with a coach to create your plan. You would check in weekly to make sure that you are keeping accountable and discuss the progress and tweak your plan as needed. If you did have the workout with you, you can scan that QR code to schedule a free intro, and we can learn more about your goals and how we can help you achieve them. Remember, today we discussed the 5 steps to help you with meal prepping for success. If you have any questions, feel free to ask or email them to me. And I hope you took some information out of our nutrition talk today, because so many people struggle with meal prep and end up avoiding it as they think it needs to be the same food every time. That, or they need to spend all day, every day in their kitchen. With these 5 easy steps, you can feel confident and set yourself up for success. Again, I want to thank you for joining us. And if you are looking for any additional help, or you need some help to dive into your nutrition, reach those short and long-term goals, be sure to schedule a free intro today with one of our amazing coaches on staff. And we'll see you next time. That's all I've got for you, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.